So, the latest data is out on the UK's earnings in the workplace. Today, I want to look at it from a different perspective. I want to look at how much people are earning from real terms and nominal terms, and how we compare to everyone else. And I know, you're only racing yourself, and what you save is what matters, and comparison is a thief of joy. I fully believe in all of that, yes! But you still clicked on the video, which means you're like me, a competitive Grinch. I'm that guy. A couple of months ago, I was in the gym and I was lifting around 26 kg. This is like the chest press that everyone does. If you go gym, you'll know what I'm on about. And there was a guy, and he was somewhat my age, and he was lifting around 40 kg, doing the same thing. I remember just seeing it, thinking, what the hell? I was like, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna push myself. And then weeks later, I kept on pushing myself. And a month went by and I was on 40 kg, from 26 to 40 kg. So yeah, we all hate comparison, but what you hate and what I hate the most is being the loser in the comparison. And I will be the first to say I hate losing. So the report we're going to look at today is this one: Earnings and Employment from Pay As You Earn Real-Time Info UK, September 2023. And this is actually a collaboration paper between the ONS and the HMRC. And as the title suggests, pay as you go, earn income. So this is data only from people who get paychecks from an employer. So not from assets, not from wealth, and not from any type of dodgy stuff. Let's start looking at the high level median earnings of an individual before tax. So if you take the 30.1 million people that are said to be working in the UK and you line them up before tax. So what does that person to the right of you look like, and what does that person to the left of you really look like? So the estimated amount for August was around £2,260. That's actually around 6.7 increase from the previous year during the exact same time period. And if we do all the calculations, that will add up to around 27,000 per year average for the average person in the UK. And obviously, disclaimer, that is before tax. What I found interesting about this is if you look at the extremes, so if you look at the bottom end, you see that 10% of earners earn around £760 per month. Then you have the extreme side, which is the 90%, and they earn around 5,000 a month. Then you have the majority, you're talking your 99% of people, and they earn around 1,500 a month. So that means an income of 182,000 will put you in the top 1% in the UK. And then when you have an income that's 65,000 or over, that gets you into the top 10% of earners. And that has around like 3 million people. The weirdest thing about it is you might be in the top 1% of highest earning staff in the UK, but that doesn't mean you're in the 1% of earners in the UK. So now we're going to look at it with a bit more detail, a bit more finesse. Starting off with sector-based earnings. On screen are the median incomes by sector. So the thin blue line here is the overall median number. So this is the 260 a month that I mentioned earlier. Now, what a surprise. Finance and tech are leading the way in terms of income and earning, with the median income for finance significantly being higher than the median income for the UK. Finance jobs seem to be the best opportunity to get a high income job in the future, but this could be changing. So if we look at this chart, which plots growth in time by each sector, we can see that actually some of the lowest paying sectors have the biggest percentage pay rise in the last 12 months, and 3 of the highest earning sectors saw the least volume of growth. That might surprise people, because that might lead people to think that some sectors are catching up on the finance, but they're not. But if we go back to the same report as last year, we can see finance and construction and IT have the highest pay rises above the median value. There's probably a plethora of reasons why we're seeing traditionally low paying jobs have like a rise in salary. You may not believe me, but the public sector role is one of the reasons for this. People are just getting pay rises in the public sector and different sectors. Obviously, we all know what's happening with the bus strikes and so on and so forth. Train strikes, they're getting rises. One thing that I find clear is that high paying sectors tend to pay people well from the beginning. There's no BS. But we are seeing the fastest pay rises across all sectors since 2001, which is my birthday. Now, pay is growing above or equal to the rate of inflation for the first time in a long time, and this was quoted by the BBC. So I don't want people to take this in the wrong way, but we definitely haven't caught up to inflation. The graph produced by the ONS for August, we can see total and regular pay in real terms, and over this time period, which is the same period that the BBC was looking at, real income has had a sharp decline. That sharp spike of inflation is clearly going to have an effect. Anytime the dark blue and the blue lines are under the red line, your income and your living standards are going backwards. So according to the Trade Union Congress, the average person is being paid 2.7 less than they were paid 10, 15 years ago. This is the confusing bit. Some reports are saying that we've improved and we're making more money, and some reports are saying that we aren't making as much money and we haven't been for the last 10, 15 years. It's quite confusing. What's not confusing is how you feel and how I feel. So what I can draw from this is the rate of growth of your salary is not undone how fast prices is actually going up. This is why it doesn't feel the way it should feel. Look, you don't need to be a finance whiz to get all this. You don't have to be Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, or Hermione. All you have to do is check videos like this every now and again, because a famous person once said this: that which is measured improves, and that which is measured and reported improves exponentially. So now that you've watched this video, don't lie and say that this didn't feel good to know where you are, like to know how you're doing. It definitely felt good. Everyone likes to know where they're doing in the totem pole. I definitely do. So that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe for more videos like this, and comment down below what type of videos you want to see, and comment down below if you can feel the inflation, or do you feel like the pay rise has compensated for that. If it has, let me know, and see you guys in the next video.